Hello, patriots. Today, I have a very special treat for you all. I will be showing you how to make a precinct map in QGIS. It's very helpful software that I'm sure will be very useful to you if you ever want to consider map making. Dave's redistricting is well and all, but QGIS offers higher quality maps and also allow you to play around with the data for said maps, just in case there might be a little bit of error with Dave's. So, without further ado, let's get started. Follow me here for more. If we go to kingchaos.com, then, if you're on Windows, you can download it automatically, just go through the installer, and that's it. Unfortunately, if you're using a Mac like I am, then you're going to have to do one extra step, and that is download the GDAL frameworks. Once you download that, you should see something like this. Run gdalcomplete.pkg and numpy.pkg, and then you're all set to use QGIS on your Mac. Not too hard, right? Now comes the fun part, finding our data and our shapefiles to use. So let's say I wanted to map Maricopa County. So I would head over to the elections department, and if we head to results, we can pick from a slew of years. I'm going to select 2020 for mine. Now, as we scroll down, there is one file that looks a bit different, and you've probably seen it. The Canvas report in TXT. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is unreadable. And to that I say, you're right. So, we are going to save this. So once we have that .txt, we're going to get our shapefile. So if we head up to election maps, Maricopa County conveniently provides us with voting precincts. Now they're going to be downloaded as a zip, so when you go into Finder, you're going to want to go to Downloads and then unzip that. After unzipping, open the folder and then open QGIS. Then you'll want to put the .shp file into QGIS, and there we go. Now we have our voting precincts for Maricopa County. Now for the data, we're going to want to open a spreadsheet app like Excel. It will work just fine. We're going to want to import the .txt file. We're going to want to select delimited, and we're going to want to separate them by tab. Now, there is a lot of data here. In fact, 155,023 rows. Now, obviously, we can't and probably don't want to deal with matching all the data for that, so we're going to isolate the election of interest. Simply delete every row that isn't the election you want. In this case, I'm going to erase every row that isn't the sheriff. Once you've done that, your sheet ultimately should look like this. What we're going to do next is we're going to select these 4 columns, and we're going to sort them by candidate affiliation. Next, we're going to want to move the rep and blank to alongside dem. That matches one precinct instead of copies of it to a certain amount of votes each candidate has received. Then in F2, put in this function here. Extend that green square down so you can cover the rest of the rows with it, and so you don't have the numbers in the precincts. Next, you'll want to type in the function here, and then save this as a .ods. Now you're ready to put it into QGIS. Once you've imported, go into Properties and then Joins, and then join the field Precinct Name to the field BD Name. This will join the data. Now go to Properties again and select Symbology and then Graduated, and set the values to dem margin or your equivalent in your own sheet. Then import your colors. I'm going to have this red for strongly Republican precincts, blue for strongly Democratic, and purple for the toss-up precincts. Assuming you've done everything correctly, press OK, and there we are. You've made a map in QGIS. Congratulations.